timing issue. You know, he was set down for so long with his rehab and didn't really get to start swinging until right when we reported in September. So, you know, that timing's been off up till obviously today. And, you know, he's just a game player. You know, he's one of those kind of guys that can really flip that switch when it's game time. And obviously you saw that today with him.
First game, overall impressions?
I thought we played very solid, Alan. I was very pleased with our starting pitching. You know, Hayden had, I think, 11 strikeouts. He did give up some hits. Some runners were able to move up a little bit on some balls in the dirt that kind of kicked off from us, that kind of created some momentum and took us out of some potential double play situations. But I thought he threw very well. I thought that Stevie Powers is probably the key to tonight, him coming in and inheriting the 2 runs in the 6th and being able to get out of there with no runs given up, and then going back out in the 7th after we scored 4 and having that shutdown inning. You know, it's a game of momentum, and when you don't have it, you're trying to get it, and when you do get it, you're trying to keep it. And I think exactly that's what happened with us tonight in Stevie Powers and what he covered in the 2 2/3 innings for us. Yeah. Oh, it was. I mean, you know, he ties us up there in his first with the first run to make it 1-1. We ended up going up 3-1 that inning, but you know, he had a great at bat there to tie it up and get us some momentum back. But then, of course, the 3-run homer later in the game propelled us with a little bit bigger lead. I'll tell you another key was Slater's his assist, throwing the kid out at the plate there to end the inning to keep it 3-3. Once again, where they tied it up, we kept the momentum at bay with just a tie ball game at that point. So that was a big defensive play for us.
Hayden, he comes in and first inning gives up a run, but what about his composure to continue the game and 11 strikeouts?
Oh, I thought it was outstanding. You got to remember now, he only threw 13 2/3 innings, I believe, last year. So it's not a kid that made the whole season for us. He was a guy that we implemented in there in that rotation late, particularly when Cord Cockrell started going down with his labrum issues. So he hasn't had a lot of time on the mound per se, game experience, since his Tommy John surgery his sophomore year in junior college. So I thought he did really well. You know, he limited them runs. He gave his offense and his team a chance to get back in it. Now, I think if you look at the 6th and 7th inning, obviously we score 6 runs in those innings, and we talk a lot about the 6th, 7th, and 8th part of the game, and it showed up tonight.
What's the weather looking like tomorrow?
Well, we'll cover tonight, and you know, I think it's supposed to get in and out of here, but it wasn't supposed to rain this afternoon either, but it did. So I think right now we should be fine for 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Coach, to see Brody back and not too out of the park after his surgery, what does that mean for your team?
Well, I just think it just gives them all kinds of confidence. I mean, they've seen the young man put in his work. You know, everybody hurt for him last year when he went down, when he was having such a great year. And for him to just stay that course and continue to work hard to get himself back into game shape, you know, is a credit to him, our strength and conditioning coaches, our trainers. You know, there's a lot of people that play into that. But, you know, the number one thing is that he's healthy, and he had a very big presence tonight in our game.
Yeah, I knew that one was going. I hit it pretty well.
It really gave you some control of the game. You know, I mean, you've done that all last year, but I'm sure it was good to come back and do it again in the first game this year.
Yeah, no doubt. It was good, you know, get that offense rolling. You know, early we missed a few balls, you know, just missed them, but we got to get that offense rolling. That's our mojo, and you know, finally we got runners in scoring position, and we came up with big hits, and you know, dropped down some bunts. If they were successful or not, you know, is not really what it means to us. It's all about getting it in their mind, and you know, so once we got that offense rolling, it was hard to stop.
Coach brought up that play where Slater threw the guy out at home. Just how pivotal was that?
That was huge. I mean, I think that was probably the biggest point in the game. I think it was 3-3 at the point. If they score that run, who knows what happens the next hitter up, and maybe their offense gets rolling. So that was big for us. Slater made a big play there to keep it at 3-3.
How does this win prepare you for tomorrow's game?
We take one game at a time. One game doesn't necessarily lead to the next, but it's a different situation every day, a different pitcher on the mound. So for offensively, we just got to get back in rhythm. Come out here tomorrow with a mindset that get this offense in rhythm and get us going.
What kind of pitch was it you hit out?
It was a fastball. I think it was 2-0 at the time. I think he was just trying to get back in the count, and he just left it up.
Takeaways or things that you want to do better tomorrow?
Do what?
Takeaways or things that you want to do better tomorrow?
I think we played really clean defensively. I think we chased elevation a little too much today, from some guys. And, I think we did a good job laying off speed, but elevated fastballs really hurt us today. It got us in some bad counts and really took the bat out of some guys' hands. So as a group, I think that's one thing we'll address, and I think that'll help us a lot.
Oh, yeah, wasn't a bad start at all. I mean, we come out kind of slow a little bit, and kind of picked it up after we went through and had the first at bat off the guy. But yeah, we had a pretty good start to the year. Come out, played pretty good baseball there for a while. Kind of kept them in the game, but then we come out and did what we normally do, and it's gonna be pretty good.
How'd that feel for you, especially after last season, coming out and doing it?
Oh, it felt good. I mean, it's been a long time, and but it definitely felt really good. Just kind of pick up where I left off and just try to keep it going.
Any worries at all about timing or anything like that? I mean, it showed no worse for wear, no rust at all.
No, I mean, I've been doing a lot of drills, like in practice and stuff, off live pitching and hitting the cage and all this and that, and I really hadn't done good at all in the fall or earlier this spring before we started. Like, I mean, I hadn't been hitting good at all, but I guess just needing to be in a game situation kind of helped out and just trying to play.
So did it surprise you doing what you did?
No, I mean, I'm not going to say I was trying to do it, but I mean, I don't want to be surprised that I did it. But I mean, it was fun doing it, I guess, and I mean, I've done it before, so I guess it wasn't really too surprising.
Takeaways from this game into the next?
Just keeping a level head, just not getting too big-headed, and just playing the game that we've always played, like as a team and individually as well. Just playing not for yourself and for everybody else, and keeping everybody up. That's about it.
Staying even keeled, I assume, helps. Like when you guys go down 1-0, and then they come back tied after you guys take the lead and all that stuff. I mean, that's being able to stay level-headed helps.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hayden. I wouldn't say he had the best stuff he had, but I mean, they weren't just absolutely crushing the ball. I mean, they kind of had some cheaper hits, but I mean, that's the game of baseball. I mean, that's how it works, and there ain't really nothing you can do about it. But I knew we were going to be fine. I mean, it was a long game, and I knew we were going to hit. So.
Anything else?
Thank you. I appreciate it.